Okay, let's just wait for some of you guys to come in. We were having technical difficulties and we're just not getting it fixed. So I am so sorry, guys, that I am late. Can you guys hear me? I mean, if it blinks twice, that means the mic is on. The mic. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know if it's on. It's on. Okay. Okay, good. Yes, perfect. They can hear me. Ow. First of all, I need to apologize for being late. Okay. Yeah. I was supposed to be on here 14 minutes ago. I was supposed to be on here 14 minutes ago. And number one, I was having technical difficulties with this function. I had a live that was already scheduled. And then when I tried to go live from the live that was already scheduled, I don't know what happened. And then I was trying to put Gigi to sleep. And as you can see, she is not asleep. So she may make a guest appearance on this live once again. So yeah, I feel like it's a little bit yellow. Can you turn the light up a little bit more, please? Thank you. Okay, so I have no idea why this thing is yellow. Could it be the light? Let me see. That good? I was trying to get it like okay, I got it. I figured it out. Perfect. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the top places in Panama for people, the best neighborhoods in Panama to live in. And this is solely my personal opinion. This does not reflect the opinion of anybody else. If you guys, or if there's anyone in the live that is actually from Panama and they have, you can leave a suggestion. But this is just my list of neighborhoods. And I'm a particular type of person. Obviously, you guys know that I'm from Brooklyn. And although I lived in Canarsie, when I decided to leave, I didn't want to be in the same situation that I was in Brooklyn. I wanted to be in a better situation that I was in. So for me, it was important. These are the top things that was important for me. So neighborhood was very important to me. The house, like how it looked, was very important to me. How much I was going to pay was also very important to me. That's Gigi, guys. School, if it was close to good schooling, that was really important to me. Some of you do not have kids, so that part may not be really important to you. And it was important to me to have a safe location for my son to be able to play in. So those were the things that was, and of course, it had to be visually attractive. That's just my personal opinion. I also wanted to be close to locals. I didn't want to be in an expat community. Okay, good. So if you have kids, then perfect. I didn't want to be in an expat community because I just feel like when you are in an expat community, you tend to not want to leave. It's like you guys are like in a bubble, right? You only associate with other expats. You only go out with other expats. You don't get to know other people in the country. So for me, I didn't want to be in that bubble. So, oh, good. You got a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old. So that's perfect. So the first area, hold on, let me get my iPad because I wrote all this down because I went through my lives before and I realized that I really was not prepared. So this time I wrote everything down. Okay, so you guys are gonna hear my daughter in the background. Okay, I'm sorry, but okay. So this all depends on if you are into like beach. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people. I see DCMV. What? Let me see. Oh, okay. Hi. So I know a lot of people, they want to be in the beach, especially like towards the beach area. I know there's a certain demographic of people that they kind of go towards the Boquete area. Me personally, I'm sure you guys have seen that video before. If you haven't seen the video, I will leave it at the link at the end, why I would never live in Boquete. Not my thing. I like warm weather. That's number one. And number two, I feel like Boquete is too countryside. It's more like suburban. I don't really like that either. So for me, it was super important for me to be in the city because the city is close to everything. And I also wanted to be close. I also wanted to be close to the airport. Okay. So that brings me, would you live in Bocas? No, I would not live in Bocas. I love Bocas though. Bocas is beautiful, but I'm not into like the water like water taxis. Like it's good for vacation, but it's not good for me like if I want to live there. Like no, I couldn't do it. Bocas, the reason why is because Bocas, for those of you who don't know where Bocas is or what part of Panama Bocas is in, Bocas is a part of Panama that's on the Caribbean side. It's closer to the Caribbean Ocean, but they're different islands, okay, that make up Bocas del Toro, right? So if you want to get to the main island is Isla Colón. So if you want to go to the main island and you live, let's say there's another island that they call Bosmo. You have to take a water taxi everywhere to get to the different islands, right? That's part of Bocas. I don't like that. And another reason why everything gets imported to Bocas, so it's super expensive to live in Bocas. So that's why I wouldn't live in Bocas, right? Okay, so one area that I would suggest is, I'm going through my list, guys, is Punta Pacifica, okay? Although there is a large expat community in Punta Pacifica, that area is really central to everything. If you are looking to live in like an apartment style building, Punta Pacifica would actually be perfect for you. Let me turn off my phone. I'm sorry, guys. Punta Pacifica will be actually perfect. You're close to the hospital. You're close to the Cinta Costera. Come, let's bring Gigi over here because
she just cooing. Look how it is.
Gigi's always making her entrance on the lives. So it's close to the Cinta Costera, which a lot of people go to the Cinta Costera to ride bikes. They go to the where you going, Amir? They go to the Cinta Costera to rollerblade, skate. Yeah, what else do they do? Skate. Do you want to tell them? Okay, we're gonna get it straight from Amir. And I actually really love that area, honestly. Thank you. She's a busybody. You have to get closer.
You can skateboard there. You can rollerblade or like roller skate. Eat rice ball, relax, chill, and stuff like that, basically.
And it's close to the mall, right? So that's also something that I love the most is that it is close to the mall. Okay. The reason why I did not want to live there is because I didn't want to live in an apartment building. And I also wanted backyard space for my kid. At the time, I only had a mare, so for my son. Gigi, Girl. So that was another reason why I did not want to live in Punta Pacifica. But if you are okay with apartments, because I know some people, they don't like living in houses, because really and truly having a house is full. You have to do a lot. You have to do a lot of maintenance. You have, especially if you have lawn, you have to pay for someone to maintain your lawn. You have to, if there's something that goes wrong with your roof, you have to pay somebody to fix that. Versus when you live in an apartment building, you pay maintenance fees, and within your maintenance fees, that is all included in it. So that is also something to think about if you guys are looking to live in the Punta Pacifica area. That is something that you should look into if you're looking for if you could live in like an apartment. I personally didn't want to live in an apartment. I lived in New York, and I lived in an apartment. I lived in an apartment at one point in my life. I'm in an apartment right now, and I feel very claustrophobic, so I couldn't do that. Another area that would be interesting is the San Francisco area. The San Francisco area is a little bit busy, okay? It is part of Panama City. Yeah, because we're talking about Panama City. It is close to everything. This is actually a very family-friendly neighborhood, and it has a good balance of residential as well as commercial areas. If that is something that you are looking for. It is close to Parque Omar. I don't know if you guys know where Parque Omar is. Well, I'm telling you now, it's in San Francisco. You can go there to have picnics. People go there all the time to go running. If you want to just spend family time, it's kind of like not Central Park, Prospect Park. If you ever been to Brooklyn, I want to compare it to Prospect Park. There's always activities that's going on. They always have activities like workout for people to work out. That is also in the San Francisco area. You will also find apartments as well as houses as well in that area. And it's close to the train station. So that is also something that you guys can take into consideration if you are looking to either rent a home or buying a home in Panama. If you are just trying to relocate, I would suggest that you rent first to see if you really like it and then jump in. I know some people, they just want to dive in deep and purchase a home. I don't really recommend anybody to do that because you just want to test the waters to see exactly where you want to live before you invest in property there. Another area that is also expat friendly is El Cangrejo, okay? El Cangrejo is very popular, okay? They have the best restaurants there. If you are a foodie like me, you would actually love El Cangrejo. It's also in Panama City, and it's located in the banking district, okay? So imagine it being like, I want to say, if you are from New York, I want to say like a lower scale of Wall Street. And they have a lot of buses. It's close to the buses. It is close to taxis. And you can also take Uber. And there are 2 subway stations there. And it's the Via Argentina subway station, and Iglesia del Carmen also is the train station, the 2 train stops that is close by. I honestly feel like it's beautiful. The apartments now, the cost of the apartments, they can be some, depending on what part of the area you live in, you can get affordable apartments, but you can also get luxury apartments as well. And the prices range anywhere between $125,000 to $350,000 if you want to buy there. And I know you guys are like, $350,000, this is Panama. Well, we also have to take into consideration that just like anywhere in the world, there are people that are maybe in the lower class, there's middle class, and there's also people that are the 1% that can afford this. So I don't want you guys to think that when you come to Panama or when you hear about Panama, that it's supposed to be so cheap, because I know that when you guys go on YouTube and you look up certain areas, they're like, oh, Panama's so cheap, you can retire there. It all depends on how much that person makes or how much money that they're making, that they're bringing in. Okay. And also, what's cheap to me may not be cheap to you. So that's also something that you guys should also take into consideration. Another area that I love, this is one of my favorite areas, is Costa del Este. Honestly, it is literally on the highway. When you take Corredor Sur, is one exit from Punta Pacifica. But it depends on what cheap is. Okay, what is cheap for you? What do you consider cheap? That's also something that you guys also have to take in consideration, because I can consider cheap $125,000 is super cheap, but to somebody else, $125,000 is not cheap. For example, when my parents, and I don't mean to put their business out, okay, but when they purchased their home, it was $60,000. Okay, when they purchased their home, that was, I want to say, like 10 years ago. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. They bought their home for $60,000, and now their home is huge, and I'm sure right now it's not even worth $60,000 anymore. But that was 10 years ago, though. So yeah. So Costa del Este, that is my favorite area, and they have homes as well as luxury apartments there. Lots of restaurants. It's beautiful. It reminds me of Miami when I think of Costa del Este. It reminds me everything of Miami. There's like a strip of different restaurants there. There's actually this one restaurant there that is so delicious. What is it called? It is oh my goodness. It's a dim sum restaurant. If I remember the name, I will leave it in the description box once this live closes. But their food is delicious. There's a huge town center in Costa del Este. There's a movie theater. They have a mall there. If you guys happen to see Amir's prom video, when they picked them up, they were picked up in Costa del Este, where the beautiful waterfall and all that. That was Costa del Este. I love that area. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It is actually, if you take the highway, it's 10 minutes away from the airport. Okay, yeah. What did they say? You showed it to your 13-year-old. What did he say? Which area did you want me to type in? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if it's kind of like delayed, or I'm not sure. Yeah, I love that area so much. The reason why I did not purchase there is because I wanted to be, let me type it in the box. Costa de Este. All right, the reason why I didn't purchase a home there is because I knew that I was, at the time, a single woman with a child, and I wanted to be close to my parents. Just in case something happens, my parents would be there. So, yeah, my parents' home is worth way more than that. Way more than but they also put in a lot of work into their home. Wow. Their dance, my sons, I picked him up at like 12 o'clock, 12:30, and they were still going. Apparently the party ended at 1 o'clock. Okay, so the downside of Costa del Este is that there is no metro that goes there. So literally any transportation that you would need to have, it would either have to be a regular taxi or it would have to be by Uber. But if you guys been to Panama, you know that the Ubers do not cost that much money. Okay, you can depending on the type of the hour. I've taken an Uber from the airport to my home and only paid $2. So keep that in mind. So if you want a spot for $1,500, I feel like I know who this person is. For a pool central. Okay, so Central Air is not. They don't have that in Panama, but you have air conditioning. Secure. You can definitely for $1,500. That is definitely doable. That's actually more than doable. But I just I want you guys to keep in mind that when you are trying to purchase a home in Panama and you are a foreigner, in order to get a loan, you would have to put down a larger percentage of money down. Okay, so keep that in mind, especially now because I have a friend that works in the bank. So this information is coming directly from my friends. If you right now, because of what happened with the pandemic and with the country, they're not really loaning money to foreigners right now. Okay, just keep that in mind. No, I don't want to be an agent. I don't want to be an agent right now. I don't want to be an agent. I have other things that I'm thinking about. That is a good idea though, but I'm not really into real estate in Panama. Gia is bossing her brother around and he cannot take it. Okay. Where were we on our list? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's go. I don't want to be like last time, like every time I do these lives, we always randomly start talking about something else. So I just want to get through these points. Okay, so another area that I would love to suggest to you guys, I know that when you guys look it up on in Google or just literally like a lot of these places don't have this information here. And the reason why Gia is a piece of work. Gia likes to be involved in everything. This is what I want to tell you guys, okay? Because this information is actually not on any of the blog sites. And I don't know why it's not. I guess because it's considered in the district of San Miguelito. And if you look up San Miguelito on if you just look it up, they don't really have good things to say about it. But I just want you guys to keep this in mind, right? San Miguelito is the district, okay? So within Panama City, there are different districts, right? And this particular area is in the district of San Miguelito. And although it's not in the I don't even know how to phrase this without being offensive. Although it's not in the lower class neighborhoods, if you get what I'm saying, it's still in the same district. So a lot of people, when they are showing people or when they are doing these videos, they never really mention this area. But this area is called Brisas del Golf, right? So I'm going to type it in the box for you guys. Okay. So there's two sides of Brisas del Golf. There is the old side, and then there's the north side, right? Why I love this area is because it's literally, although it's a two-fare zone, and when I say two-fare zones, if you're from New York City, you know what a two-fare zone is. A two-fare zone is a zone where you have to take a train and a bus, or a train and a taxi, or you have to basically take two forms of transportation to get into wherever it is that you're trying to get to. So there is a line that goes, you can take the metro, and the stop is Brisas del Golf, right? There is both apartments as well as regular housing, residential houses. No, so Brisas del Golf Norte is not Brisas del Golf. Okay, although they're in the same area, it's on the other side. So no, I'm talking about Brisas del Golf, that's the old side. Okay, so this is close to everything. You have literally everything is there. You have Do It Center. Do It Center is like Home Depot. You have the grocery store. You're close to River Smith. You're close to the highway. Pancake House used to be there before the pandemic and it closed down. $20,000 annual income is amazing. $20,000. If you have, let me tell you guys something. If you make an income of $2,000 a month, you can live luxury. You can live luxury on $2,000 a month. And I'm telling you, gated community with a pool, tennis court, soccer team, everything. If you can have an income of $2,000 a month, you will be great. If you don't even have any kids and you make $2,000 a month, you live in large. You are living large. So imagine if you made more than $2,000 a month. Imagine if you made more than $2,000 a month. Balling. I'm telling you. So Brisas Norte is actually the north side to Brisas, the old Brisas. And honestly speaking, both areas are beautiful. The reason why people rant and rave about Brisas Norte is because it's newer. So the infrastructure is a lot newer. Everything is newer. So that's the reason why people really like rave about it, honestly. No, I did not get to La Cresta in Bayavista yet. I did not get to that yet. I kind of want to. I told you guys, I was on point this live, okay? I was on point. Because to be honest with you, one of the subscribers actually brought this area up. I've been to Bayavista. Bayavista is very safe. It's a safe neighborhood. I personally have not been there to the point where like I was in there like hanging out, but I just literally like drove past it. But one of my subscribers actually brought it out, and he said that it's a up and coming neighborhood. Well, it's not up and coming neighborhood. It's a really good neighborhood. He was saying. So you guys may want to try that out. I don't like to give people information that I personally don't know about. Central air condition, guys, I need you guys to understand that central air condition is a Florida thing. That is a United States of America thing. No one has central air. Most people usually just have air conditions in all rooms. That's the closest you're going to get to central air. Oh, another area that I would suggest for you guys, if you don't want to be in the city, you don't want to be in Panama City, you can go to Arañan. Actually, it is about 45 minutes, depending on where you are in the city and if there is traffic. That is another thing. There is an area that is called I found the grocery stores near the financial district just as expensive as in the USA. Guys, I need you guys to keep in mind that these items are imported. If you are looking for inexpensive food, shop locally. When I say shop locally, go to what you guys would consider the farmers market or shop local with people on the street. But if you're looking for specific items, especially items that is coming from the US, all those items are imported. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on groceries, shop national brands. So like Maggie, even though Maggie is actually imported from Jamaica, from the Caribbean, but shop local brands. Don't think that you're going to go get Heinz ketchup for the same amount of money that you spend on Heinz ketchup in America. Anything that is imported is going to cost you more. Do I like Maggie ketchup? Absolutely not. I think it's too sweet. I don't like it. Do you? Do you like it? I think it's terrible too. I remember, sidebar, this has nothing to do with homes, but I remember when I was much younger, I went to my mom's house, my mom's friend's house in Panama City. I think I was like about 9 or 10. And she made me French fries, right? I guess she figured, okay, these kids are from America, they like French fries, right? So she made me French fries with ham. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I just came out off the plane and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. So she's like, oh, do you want French fries? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay. So she made me French fries and ham. And I'm like, oh, I need ketchup. Because when I eat fries, I drench my fries with ketchup. And so she gave me Maggie ketchup. Child, when I put the ketchup on my fries, I nearly passed out. Okay. I thought I was gonna puke, but I had to like really hold it together because I didn't want her to feel bad. Ever since then, I'm like, I don't want that thing near me. I hate it. Yeah, Heinz all the way. People have roommates. Guys, I need you guys to keep in mind that Panama is really no different from any place else in the world. People have roommates all the time. When am I coming back? Check out my next vlog. I explain everything in the next vlog that's coming out this week. Make sure your post notifications are on so when I upload a video, you never miss it. You know what? I have to honestly give it up to Amir right now. Amir is the big brother of the year. Amir is holding down his little sister, and he just texted me. That's why I was on my phone and told me that she fell asleep. If I'm reading the comments back, it's literally because yeah, you're good. I'm the reason why everyone's saying you're the best big brother.
Thank you guys.
Look at him. Where's she at?
She's sleeping right now.
But we're in your room. You know you gotta put the pillows around. Okay.
Thank you guys so much. It's been an honor for her to sleep. Oh my God. But we got it.
Okay.
I got it.
He is such a big help, guys. I swear to God. Okay, so I'm gonna actually read some of the comments because I'm gonna play this back, and I'm not sure if I set the settings for it to be replayed again. So for people who's gonna watch the live after the fact, I want to have this information for them. So it says, do you like most of Aranhan? Are there neighborhoods there that you should say? Okay, so there is. I'm gonna tell you the name of this area right now. I'm gonna tell this to you right now, and I actually love that area. Love it. It is called. I feel like. Where is it? What is it called? Um, yeah, there is actually an area in Aranjan that's called Brisa. So when you look in Brisas del Golf, you have to figure out, you have to be specific if you're talking about Brisas del Golf in San Miguelito or Aranjan. No, I don't think that Coronado is too far from the city. Um, but if you have kids, they might not like that. Did you put the pillow sheets in which one? In the basket on the stomach? Okay. So no, I don't think that as far as Cinco de Mayo, I do not really like that area too much. It's really very it reminds me of Pickin. If you are from Brooklyn, or if you know anybody from Brooklyn and you ever heard of Pickin Avenue, Cinco de Mayo reminds me of Pickin Avenue. And you guys can Google it. Oh, okay. So Rick B, you know where Pickin Avenue is. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo gives very much Pickin Avenue. You said it, not me. I didn't say it. I'm just saying it gives very Pickin Avenue. So, yeah, no. The only thing that I like about Cinco de Mayo is that what is it that I want to say is the museum is there. What is your recommendation on expats learning Spanish in the shortest amount of time? You cannot rush great things, honestly speaking. I would say one, if you really and truly want to learn Spanish, if you watch Netflix, put the subtitles to Spanish so that you can read and listen at the same time. That's one thing that I would suggest. The second thing is listen to music in Spanish. Okay, listen to music in Spanish and read the lyrics, learn the lyrics. Three, talk to, if you're in Panama, talk to people in Spanish. Trust me, even if your Spanish is not that good, they will try to help you. Um, well, I think you would say Brisa del Golf by default. People would assume it's the one in San Miguelito, one in Little Michael. Okay, I think you mean San Miguelito. If they're referring to the one in Naranjan, they would specify. Yes, that is very true. Um, I thought you were pointing. Oh, okay, I got you. No, I wasn't pointing out where to avoid, but yeah, Cinco de Mayo, very Pickin Avenue. I don't know why. If you know what, we're just gonna move on. Are the protests as bad as the news make them seem? I'm going to Panama in September and I just want to make sure I can actually explore the country. Okay, so you're like the second person that actually messaged me about that. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Keep the questions coming in so I can read it. Amir is going to entertain you guys until I just need to check on my daughter. Okay, so just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
It's so blurry. What happened to the camera? Oh, there you go. Hi. I'm doing good. What about you, man? Hey, guys. Fan mode. All right. I'm out.
Okay, so she's fine, guys. Amir did an excellent, 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 excellent job. I just wanted to make sure that everything was all good. Amir, they want to know si tú hablas español. Okay. Are the protests as bad as the news is making it seem? Okay, so I just want to say this. A lot of times people are protesting. We're off topic as usual, but it's okay. People are protesting because they're just tired of the government. But I don't want to say no one. It's not like it's the invasion. Okay, it's not the invasion. You'll be okay. My business is open as usual. So yes, Picken and Saratoga, exactly. My Instagram is I am underscore. I'm gonna type it right now. Guys, when you guys message me on Instagram, if I do not reply immediately, or when you guys ask me a question and I'm short, it's mostly because I am dealing with something that has to do with my daughter. She is a breastfed baby, and yeah, so that's that. Amir, they want to know if you speak Spanish. They said they saw your prom. You were grooving.
Yeah, I was grooving, and the next day I was sore. My voice was gone. Oh, I said it was gone, but it was difficult to speak. I had gotten a tattoo. It wasn't a tattoo. You know, like
The sticker tattoos, guys. The sticker tattoos that you just with the water. That's what he's talking about. Why does it seem so dark? Can you turn up this light a little bit, please? Amir's like my everything. Okay, he is my babysitter. Can we go a little bit up? Can we go more a little bit? More? More? Okay, this looks good. Amir is like my executive producer. He is my babysitter. He is everything. We almost got roadblock on our way out of Panama City. I think by September you guys should be fine. What are some small towns that I would recommend that you visit? Definitely, I would say visit Puerto Velo. Puerto Velo is in Colón, and it is beautiful, guys. It has rich, 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 amazing culture. When you are on your way to the beach, you can stop by. The ruins are there. So I think if you ever, I definitely did a video on Puerto Velo. I'm going to link all these videos in the description box so you guys can check it out. But definitely visit Puerto Velo in Colón. Amir, you are so cute.
Thank you.
Does he speak Spanish with a Spanish accent? He speaks Spanish with a Panamanian accent. I don't know if you know what a Panamanian accent is, but he definitely speaks it like a Panamanian.
I'm so here.
Yeah, that's fine. You gotta hear when he talks to his friends. I'm surprised no one's calling right now. Your Uber told you not to go to Cologne? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. You guys know that I am very big on honesty. People from Panama City have a tendency to talk down or look down on people from Cologne. I'll be very honest with you. It's sad because there's a large population of Black people that live in Cologne. So you be the guest. You decipher what I'm trying to say, because I'm saying something without really saying something. But I don't know why he would tell you not to go to Cologne when the best beaches is in Cologne. Maybe he meant to stay out of certain areas in Cologne. Let's give him the benefit of doubt and assume that's what he meant. That certain areas in Cologne. My cousins came to Panama. They went to Cologne and they walked down the main street in Cologne by themselves and they came back just fine. They don't speak Spanish. They never been to Panama before. This was literally their first time coming to Panama because their dad died. Their dad is Panamanian. Their mom is from Guyana. Their dad was Panamanian, which their dad was my cousin, and their mother is from Guyana. So his dad came to America when he was really, really young. So he never really fully identified with Panamanian culture because he was in America since he was 5 years old. So he was more American than anything. But when he died, his kids wanted to have a sense of, to know like where their dad was from. And they went to Cologne by themselves. Okay. I wasn't there. My mom wasn't there. They walked down the main street because there's Cologne and there's Cologne City. So Cologne City is the main city that has like 13 streets. They were walking like nothing. So, I mean, I would say no matter where you go in this world, have malicia. I'm not saying you gotta act all scary, but just be aware of your surroundings. Okay, so as a non-Panamanian, can you own land outright? Can you speak on the average cost per land? See, I can't tell you exactly how much land costs because that would very much depend on where you're buying the land from, like where you're buying the land. And if you're probably just now coming into this live now, but I did mention before that right now banks are not loaning money to foreigners because of the pandemic. Usually what they would do is if you are a foreigner and you can prove your income, et cetera, you had to put majority of the down payment down and then the bank would finance the rest. Because think about it. If I'm a bank and you're a foreigner and I give you a loan, at the end of the day, you could always go back to your country and then the bank stays, out of money. So the bank is just being cautious with who they're lending money to. So they feel like, okay, well, if you put out majority of the money, they have less to lose. So that's something that you guys should keep in mind. Are you gonna leave the live up? Yeah, I always leave the lives up, guys. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm definitely gonna keep the live up. What else? Oh, I'm glad that you trust me because some of these people, they be trying to take my head off. Like I said, I only speak from my personal experiences and the things that I've gone through. Some people like to come on Instagram. Some people like to come on YouTube and just say, "Oh, wow, everything is." I don't trust anybody that makes things seem like it's too good to be true. If it's too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Just keep that in mind. I was in Panama City for 2 months, took an Uber to see the African American Museum. Okay, so it's not called African American Museum because they are not African American. They're Afro-Panamanians, just to make that correction. The Uber driver took us to the church and told us not to get out as we... Are you kidding me? Wow, guys. I'm about to start doing tours. Because this don't even make no sense. Why would he tell you? He probably told you that because the museum is in Cinco de Mayo. But there's always police there, and the train station is literally at the corner of the it's literally at the corner of the train. So, I mean, if you're going to be walking around Pickens Avenue, aka Cinco de Mayo, okay, then fine. But the most that they're going to do is pickpocket you. But to tell you not to get out and not to go into the museum, I think it's really ridiculous. Okay? It's ridiculous. I'm about to start doing my own tours because that is crazy. Like I said, the most that they would probably do is pick your pockets or stare at you or try to sell you something that is more than what it's supposed to be. But I think it's really ridiculous that he would tell you that. Like literally, the train station is right at the corner of, like the museum, the Afro-Panamanian Museum is literally here, and the train station is right there. So I don't think anything would happen from the church to the from the church, which the church is actually the museum, to the train station. Like that's ridiculous. You gotta understand that some of these Uber drivers, they're not even Panamanian. Okay, they're like they're from Venezuela, or they're like Colombians. And a lot of these people, they come from certain parts of their country where they're predominantly countries. So automatically when they see people of color, they think of it as a threat. So you gotta be cautious. Like I said, you're gonna go to certain areas, just be cautious. For example, I don't like going to Pickens Avenue. When I go to Pickens Avenue, I feel uneasy, and it's not because of the people of color. It's just because Pickens Avenue is just what it is, Pickens Avenue. But if I have to go to Pickens Avenue, I'm gonna go to Pickens Avenue, but I'm just gonna be vigilant of my surroundings. That's it. Child, a lot of people. I think I'm gonna do that. But I gotta wait until Gigi is older because Gigi is taking everything out of me. I could barely do anything. Exactly. I'm telling you, what I'm trying to explain is that a lot of these Uber drivers are not even from Panama. Okay, they're from countries in Latin America that are predominantly white. I didn't mean to say that. They are predominantly people of non-color, so they think of people of color as a threat. So you just need to be mindful of that. And anyway, let's be honest, like you could be in the most affluent neighborhoods and something can still happen. Like some there was a whole shootout in Punta Pacifica. I mean not Punta Pacifica, in Multiplaza Mall. And that mall is a high-end mall. Okay? So things happen no matter where you are, what area you're in, things just happen. Okay, so that works. I'm definitely thinking about giving tours, but I have to look into it because I'm not really, really sure how that works. Okay, so I did we touch all the topics of the home? Okay, another area. What I would say to you guys that because this always happens when we do lives all the time, but it's okay. Another area where I would suggest is going to San Antonio. Okay. San Antonio is actually, okay, because I know nobody didn't tell you. I'm going to type this. I'm going to type this in the description box so you guys can look this up. Okay. If you guys are looking for some place that is close to Brisas, okay, but not really in Brisas because maybe the rent may be a little bit too high. Rick B, thank you so much for your donation. You are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna cry, guys. I'm literally like tearing up. Um, if you're looking for an area that is in Brisas, that's close to Brisas, I'm sorry, because remember, Brisas has a lot of it's like very developed. So if you're looking for your Home Depot, which is Do It Center, if you are Do It Center and Novi, Coches. So those are the three hardware stores, like major hardware stores that you can compare to the state. So it's Do It Center, Novi, and what was the other one I just said? Oh, Coches. Coches, usually like I buy stuff in Coches if I'm doing like work in my home and you need like construction stuff for people to come do work, you would usually buy it from Coches. So those three main stores are in Brisas. There's tons of restaurants there. They have like a little shopping center that is in Brisas. But because of that, the value of the property is a little bit higher. And for some people, they feel like, okay, I don't want to pay that amount of money. I would tell you guys, okay, and I'm speaking from the corazon, okay, I'm telling you guys, real deal. Check out San Antonio. San Antonio and what's the other one, Amir? Where Camino Real is? It's San Antonio and Villalucre is also another one. That wasn't on my list, but Amir just put me on. But not that one. Okay, I can't remember the name right now, but check out San Antonio. San Antonio and Camino Real. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Camino Real. Okay. These areas are definitely areas that you want to check out. I'm not saying that they are luxury apartments. There's no apartments there. It's all houses. They're not luxury, but it's decent. Cero Viento. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know why I couldn't remember. Thank you. Yes. So it's San Antonio and Cerro Viento. Okay. Those two areas are very, very close to Brisas and they're more affordable. Like you can literally rent a full house for $800 maximum and under. Okay. A whole entire house. And I'm talking 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom homes for less than under $800. Okay. So you may want to check that out if you're not looking, if you're just like, you just want to feel the waters, you're not trying to dive in too deep, you just want to test it. Definitely check out those areas. Thank you so much, Keith Charles, for your donation. I really appreciate you guys. I'm like tearing up. You know why I'm so emotional, and the reason why I'm really super emotional is because I'm like really about to cry. When I first started my YouTube channel, people didn't really want to listen to me because of the color of my skin, and I'm being so honest with you. And I felt very discouraged because I'm like, why is it that people are quick to listen and believe what other people are saying? But I'm telling you from firsthand experience, I'm not going to lie to anybody. I'm not going to just tell you anything. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I just talk from personal experience because I genuinely don't want people to go through the same things that I went through. And I feel that the same experiences that people of other races have, why can't we have those experiences as well? You know? So that's why I'm a little touchy, especially when I have people coming for me, people telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. They call me ghetto. They tell me I'm lying or I am whatever negative comments they have to say. So to see that so many people that you guys really rock with me, I'm very emotional right now. Thank you so much, Keith, for that super chat, that donation. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let me answer you the other questions that you guys had there. So Talisha said she wants to be close to the metro's train, the bus. I want the water view as well too. I need 2 bedrooms that we love. You would love 3. Don't want to go over 12. So when you say that you want to be close to the water, do you mean like a pool or you mean like a beach? Because you could be close to the water with a pool. So you gotta be a little bit specific, sis. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you, Chase, for your donation. Oh my God, you guys are killing me right now. I'm like, wow. And I'm gonna share with you guys something else. Okay, so water and the city does not really mix. If you want to be in a beach area, I mean, if you go to Avenida Balboa, thank you, Cameron, for the $10. Oh my God, you guys are killing me right now. Thank you so much. If you want to stay, there's a beautiful view if you are looking for a luxury apartment on Avenida Balboa. But I'm gonna be very honest with you, Talisha. The budget that you're looking for, you might not get that with a 3 bedroom. Did I see 2? Oh, you said 2 bedroom. Overlooking the water. Yes, Papa. What? Oh, how do I do that? Amir's helping me out with this because I don't really. I'm just this whole live thing. Um, so I'm gonna be very honest with you. That budget for what you're looking for, you may not get it at that price range. No, I mean you made this person the moderator.
That's me.
Oh, okay. You may not get that at that price point. However, you can get a 1 bedroom at that price. Okay. But right now with the pandemic, you might just, you might end up getting something. But because of the pandemic, people are trying to get money. So you never know. But I'm just telling you, don't be surprised if you don't get it, get exactly what you're looking for that amount in luxury and be close to the metro because you're asking for a lot, sis. You're asking for a lot. But I would say this. Somebody else just donated. Thank you so much, Lisa. I mean, can you get me a napkin? My nose is like running, guys, and I'm so embarrassed because I was like tearing up right here. I would say thank you all. You guys are amazing. The person who's saying thank you all for your donations, that's actually Amir, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit teary-eyed. But there are apartments, and I'm going to tell you, Talisha, if you keep an open mind, okay, and I want you guys to be open, okay? Be totally open. Don't be so closed off because you might be surprised. Thank you so much, Liz Z, for your donations. I really appreciate it. If you check out Brisas Norte, okay, and I'm gonna type it in here, Brisas Norte. Brisas Norte. You can definitely get a 3 bedroom apartment for that amount that you're looking for. However, it's not going to be looking over the water, but you can be looking over a pool. Okay, that's close to the water that you're going to get. Gated community, close to shopping center. You don't even need a car. You could just walk out to the grocery store if you choose to. And if you are serious and you really want that information on that apartment that I'm telling you about, please hit me up privately. I will put you in contact with a real estate agent. I am telling you, you will not be disappointed. Please, guys, I want you guys to be open. Be open. There are so many other areas in Panama besides, what's the name of that? Boquete. There's so many other areas. I'm telling you guys, if you guys are open, and like I said, if you really are serious, please hit me up privately, and I will put you in contact with a real estate agent that can get you that apartment. I'm telling you. Where is the most affordable city okay, so you have to, Kayla, tell me exactly what your budget is, and I will be able to help you because everyone's budget is completely different. What I would think to me is affordable to you, it may not be affordable if you get what I'm saying. So if you could just let me know what your budget is, I can recommend an area to you. Thank you, Deborah, for your donation. You guys are, girl, Kayla, $2,000 monthly. Sis. You can literally pick so many different areas because your budget is high. $2,000 monthly. Wait, is it $2,000 monthly for your monthly expense or $2,000 monthly for rent? I need you to specify that. Okay, so since you will be doing more lives, go ahead and create a Cash App account while you're in the US. So I do have a Cash App amount a Cash App in the US. My Cash App is $VGIRLTV. I will put that there. But that is my Cash App. I've had that Cash App forever. Yes, Boquete is absolutely beautiful. Me personally, I can't live there though. Okay, I lost my cellular that was expired in 2015. I'm coming to a party next month, but I don't know my cellular number. Okay, so Okay, so basically what you're going to do, Vincent, is go to the grocery store. You're going to go to the grocery store and you're going to get a copy of your birth certificate because you should be able, your birth certificate should already be registered. If you cannot get that information at the grocery store, you have to go to the Tribunal Electoral, okay? If you are in the city, the biggest one that they have is the one in Ancon. And I'm going to put Ancon here. I'm going to put Ancon Tribunal Electoral. Okay? Okay, you're going to go to the Tribunal Electoral of Ancon, right? When you go there, you can actually go online and you can make an appointment. Okay, I would suggest that you make an appointment because sometimes it could get a little bit crazy. Make an appointment for exactly what you want. They should be able to help you out if you are for the cellular. If you already have a cellular number, then you should be okay. Like I said, just go to the tribunal. All right. So, Kayla, $2,000 monthly. Okay, so that includes food. Do you have kids or you are a single person? Not to be all in your business, but I just need to know that. I have PayPal. I don't have Venmo. I don't even know what Venmo is, guys. I guess I should start looking into that. I'm gonna ask my sister because she would know. But my Cash App is VGIRLTV, and I don't have a Venmo, and I do have a PayPal, and my PayPal though is linked in the description. Somebody else sent a donation. I can't see who the person is, but thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Okay. So yes, guys, definitely. There's also another area. There's also no. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening to me. Like I am like overwhelmed right now. When I get off this line, I'm live. I'm probably gonna scream, and my son and my sister are gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Okay, so you are okay. Thank you, Amir. Okay, so a single adult, $2,000 a month, you should be fine. Okay, so you can actually pick the following areas. Thank you, Scar. So you can do Brisas, you can do San Antonio, you can do, if you want to stay in Panama City, you could do Cerro Viento, you can do Villa Lucre. Villa Lucre is also, let me put this in the chat, guys. Okay, Villa Lucre is also very beautiful, guys. It's actually on the highway. If you're coming from Corredor Sur and you're coming from the opposite side, you actually can do Villa Lucre. Also, Clayton, Albrook. Okay, those areas are beautiful as well. The only thing about Clayton that I don't per se really care for much is actually two things. Actually, my personal opinion, to each his own. One, it has a very large expat community, and I was very big on not being in expat communities. That's number one. Two, there's a whole bunch of wild animals, guys. There's a bunch of wild animals that will come out in the middle of the night, child. And I am not here for wild animals being in my backyard. So you guys need to keep that in mind. Via and the Antonio is gorgeous, but hard to find places to rent. Flying roaches at night. Yes, yes, yes. Listen, I don't do wildlife. I do not do wildlife. Okay, not I, to the cat. So Amir is actually gonna put in the chat that the wild animals that is in Clayton. He's helping me out on this live, guys. So thank you so much. Child, let me tell you, one time I seen a roach the size of Hawaii. Okay. Okay, I'm exaggerating. It wasn't that big, but it was big. And I was just like, yeah, no. Um, so Talisha, keep in mind, I want you guys to be open-minded. I know that you want to be close to Albrook. However, there are other parts of Panama that you can get great amenities. Once you know how to get around Panama, I'm telling you, there will be no stopping you. I did not know. Let me guys tell you, when I moved to Panama, literally, I was there 1 week by myself. My parents left me and came back to the States by myself with my son at the time, who was 5 years old. I knew nobody. I did not know how to get around. All I had was a car and my cell phone and Waze. That is all that I had. Amir was starting school. I had to buy him school supplies. I had to buy books, figure out where to buy the uniform from. Literally, I was by myself. My mom had a friend that was there and she kind of helped me out. But for the most part, I was by myself and I made way. And now there's no stopping me because I go everywhere. When I go all the way to get my nails done in Obadio. Obadio is also another area, you guys, if you are looking for someplace that is very city-like. um, Try Obadio. It's close to Starbucks. If you guys like that ambiance, that is also another area that you guys can check out. Me personally, I did not want that. I don't want. Like I said, I did not want to live in an apartment structure. That was not my thing. Um, what's this? I did not want to live in an apartment structure. So check that out as well. Is Cologne realistic? So I just want to be very honest with you. I know people really talk bad about Cologne, but Cologne is big, guys. There is the city of Cologne, which is where you see a lot of abandoned buildings. And honestly speaking, if you see my live prior to, you would know that I personally think it's going to be gentrified in a few years. They're not fixing it up because they're trying to drive out the people, to then once everyone else leaves, they're actually going to fix it up and it's going to be super expensive to live there. My personal opinion, right? That's how I feel about Cologne. However, on the outskirts of Cologne, which is still considered Cologne, there are areas, beautiful areas outside of Cologne. There are people that are multimillionaires that live in a specific barriada, which is like a barriada is like a gated community that's in Cologne. They're multimillionaires. They are, but there's not much people of color that live there. It's mostly Arabic and Chinese people that live in those areas in that particular barriada. So yeah, gatos solos is crazy. Yeah, we're not doing that. Hmm. Um. Okay. Which one? What did I have to say? Okay. So I said Via Lucre. I said I'm gonna type it out as I go. San Antonio. Um. Well, I said Brisas already. Um. Guys, you guys, I don't really remember what I just was going with the flow. You guys got to help me out a little bit. Whatever I don't remember, my assistant Amir is going to help me out with. Okay, so he's going to type in some of the neighborhoods that you can remember in the group chat. He's the moderator. Why I said group chat in the chat? Um, ah, Atlapa. The reason why I would not really suggest Atlapa is because it is super noisy. I mean, I'm going crazy right now. I'm in Brooklyn and I'm going mad right now because it's so noisy. I am the type of person that likes to go to sleep really early, 9 o'clock. I'm in my bed. I don't like to hear noise anymore. I guess because I'm like old at this point where I am not, yeah, where I'm not into the noise. So that area is very, very noisy. But if you are okay, El Cangrejo was actually on my list. Her Marinus, that was actually on my list. It was actually on my list in the beginning. So I'm gonna assume that you just came into the live, which is okay. I'm actually gonna save this live so that if you guys missed anything, you guys can just watch it over. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you, Cameron. Um, Panama is a Catholic country, a religious country, right? Although there's a large LGBTQIA community in Panama. I think, and people already know, it's not like if you are in certain other countries, they're gonna come and beat you up. That's not what's gonna happen. People may have something sly to say or slick to say, but for the most part, nobody really cares. You do what you gotta do. Just be respectful, because that's another thing. People are big on respect. So even yes, San Francisco, I mean, I put that on there. Even if you are a heterosexual couple and you are tonguing down in the street, they're not gonna fancy that too much. So it really does not really have anything to do with your preference. It just really has to do with respect. Doesn't matter if you are heterosexual or LGBT. I'm going to make sure I say this right because I don't want nobody coming to LGBTQIA. Yeah. Oh, Amanda said it's plus LGBTQ plus. Yeah, I'm just going to say that because I don't want to mess this up. Um, just be respectful. I don't think anybody really cares what you do. Okay. I have a lot of customers that are either trans or LGBTQ plus, and they live their lives. But like I said, they're just respectful. Like everyone's respectful, even when you are heterosexual. We're not gonna be like tonguing out in the middle of the street. That's me as a person. So I don't want to say they are not friendly or tolerant. No one really like cares if I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but Cameron, let me know if I'm making any sense so I can try to like explain it better. Uh Gorgona and Chame. Okay, so this is my personal opinion. Okay, guys, so I just need you guys to not come for me. I love Gorgona and Chame for the beaches. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad that you understand it. I didn't want to offend anybody because you got to be very careful how you word things. Um, love the area beach wise. Beautiful beach homes. If you are a retired person, if you are a retired person, you don't have any kids, and you just go for it. I would say, and you just want to relax, and and you're at that point in your life, perfect. If you have kids, I would not recommend it because your kids will get bored. Okay, the only thing they're gonna be able to do is go to the beach. That's it. And if you have kids like my kids, my son constantly always wants to do something. So we constantly I always have to find something for him to do. So an area like that wouldn't be beneficial for me with my kids, but for someone that is retired, someone who just wants a slower pace at life, I would recommend it. Thanks so much, Vincent. Definitely would recommend it. Thanks so much, Vincent. I really appreciate your kind words. But you know something? Okay, so this has nothing to do with the topic at hand or whatever, but I just want to say this because this may inspire someone else, and this really has nothing to do with Panama, right? But last week I dedicated my baby at a church that I used to go to when I was here in Brooklyn. So obviously, when you're dedicating your birthday, and you guys will get to see her baby dedication, I think that video is actually coming out this week. It should be coming out this week. But the pastor had um, the word of the day was about sowing seeds, right? And not sowing seed as in financially or only about money or anything. It was about harvesting, right? And he basically said that wherever you sow seeds, you'll be able to harvest. Where there's day, there's going to be night. Where there's night, there's going to be day. So no matter what you do, it's always going to be like a ping pong effect, right? Whether you're doing bad or whether you're doing good, people are going to talk about you, right? They're going to have something negative to say, but there's also people that's always going to have something positive to say. So I really like had to keep that in mind. I'm like, okay, he's telling me it was really like a message to me because he's like, you got to sow your seeds in order for you to see harvest. You may even experience difficulties, but just know that after those difficulties, you will see the light. You will see the light. And I'm saying to myself, you know what? Like, he went into a whole bunch of other things or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? This guy is really, he's really like dropping knowledge. He was talking about um giving. Okay. Giving is also important. And so he did the part 2 today. So I love the service so much that I tuned in today because he does it on live. And when he spoke about it today, he was literally talking about the same thing. Like, people will beat you down, but just know that when that happens, something greater is coming. So I took the beatings for giving my personal opinions and sharing my experiences. But the positive thing out of the whole thing is that you guys, I have you guys, and there are a group of people that believe in me, and that's you guys. So I really, 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 really appreciate it. I would never ever try to steer anybody in the wrong direction. I will never purposely try to tell you guys something to benefit from it financially, because that's what I feel like a lot of people are doing. That is not my thing. I genuinely don't want you guys to go through the stuff that I went through. Really, I'm serious. Is Cologne realistic? Would say unless you are from there, they do have unlimited allocated, but I would say the area city is better to deal with. Um, I missed that. Please, which area again? Which I'm lost. What is?
Cities?
Yeah, I think that's Liz. Can you be a little bit more specific with what you were talking about? I'm sorry. Amir's the moderator, so we kind of lost. Um, she's gonna write it again. So I'm 59, single, and retired. When I move, I would like that regular. Go watch it. Okay, so this is definitely Talicia, my mom. She is definitely Talicia, my mom. She is the queen of going out. Honey. She always knows which events, and the events usually happen at the casinos. They always have like concerts, like different people will come and perform in the casinos. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. So you know what I'll do? Whenever my mom has information on stuff like that, I'm definitely gonna post it in my community tab. As far as the movie theaters is concerned, definitely I would do the VIP experience at the movie theater. Me and my kids, well, my son, I keep on saying my kids because now I have two kids, but before baby Gia came, it was just Amir and I, and we would always go to the movies. And when we would go to the movies, this is pre COVID, and we would do the VIP experience. And when you do the VIP experience, they have like comfortable chairs. They have waiters and waitresses that come and they serve you. It's definitely experience, and it's not even that much money. It's like $12 per ticket. So definitely, when you come and you, like you said, you want to go to the movies. If you are retiring, I would say make the best out of it and experience every single thing that you were unable to experience, because in America, they work you guys down to the bone. And they work you guys so much that by the time you hit a certain age, you can't even really enjoy your money, the fruits of your labor, because you got aches and you have pains and you have this and you have that. So I would suggest, if you're going to go to the movies in Panama, make sure you do the VIP experience. It's amazing. Okay. How is Art City? Let me see. How is Art City coming along? Guys, you guys are coming in with the comments. I am like overwhelmed. Okay, I don't have nothing to do with. I would love for you to do shed light on shipping from Panama to Jamaica, like Box and Barrel. Honestly, Thea, I don't know about that. I would have to look into that, and I would have to get. I don't know how to do that, man. I don't know how. I don't know the information on shipping from Panama to. Amir's helping me, guys. So if I'm looking at the screen, it's because I don't know. Um, so if you give me some time, I will investigate and I will get back to you on the shipping from Panama to Jamaica, because honestly, I really don't know. I would have to speak to my friend that is in that business and I will ask him. And if he tells me, then I would either do a live or make a video about it. Okay. Yes, definitely. If you are interested in buying in Cologne and you're willing to wait it out, I would definitely invest in Cologne because I'm telling you that is what is going to happen. Okay. J Pod said, "Hey, big girl, right? Right now I'm in Panama City. We'll be there for 30 days on a visit. So many people are scared of the protests taking place. They don't understand the protests are not like okay. So I really want to talk about this protest thing because it's a little annoying. Uh, it's annoying about how they are. What's the word? Excuse me. Amir, can you get me some water, please, my love? I'm so sorry. The way they're making it seem like it's like a protest in the USA and it's not the same. And it's really annoying. The most that you're going to get is the police blocking off the streets, but you're not going to get the magnitude of what was happening in the states. Yeah, please. Okay, so 450 US dollar is good for one bedroom price in San Francisco. Actually, that's actually pretty good because San Francisco is actually raising up in prices. And you also need to keep in mind that most places don't come with refrigerators. Okay, so you guys got to keep that in mind. All right, Thea, I will definitely look into that for you. I probably will have the information sometime this week. I've been super busy with the baby and editing videos. Thank you, Amir. Guys, I'm so thirsty. I've been talking straight for how long have I even been on this side? 1 hour and 27 minutes. Jeez, we're going into 2 hours. Exactly. So, of course, they are going to protest and they have all rights to protest because of what's going on in the country with the gas prices. And especially when certain people in the government are not cutting back on themselves and they're taking it out on the people and the country's already in shambles because of the pandemic and people are literally trying to get out of the hole that they were in. They have all rights to protest, if you ask me. But the protests are not like in the States. Like I said, the most you're going to get is roadblocks because the police is going to block off the streets, taxis, traffic. That's what you're going to get. But you're not going to get people jumping on top of your car and beating out your windows. Like the media loves to portray the negatives all the time. And it could be like one small incident because you know that there's always a one bad apple out the bunch. And that one bad apple, they would put it on the news and constantly replay it over and over and over. Like, I have so many people asking me about it and messaging me saying that the embassy is saying XYZ, don't come and don't do this and don't do that. It's really not that deep, guys. Um, That's what I'm saying. Ron's world. It's not like it's the invasion. Like when they invaded, like when the U.S. invaded Panama to get Noriega out. It's not. It's not given that. So when they do that and when they put out that type of information, it makes people feel like there are like bombs are dropping, and that's I can't. I don't know if I should be able to say that, but that's not even the case. So yeah. All right, so you guys, I know I have a few people from Jamaica that follow me. I love Jamaica, by the way, guys. Me and Amia had jerk chicken and festival today for lunch, but that's neither here nor there. I will definitely try to get that information. I'm going to ask my friend. He has a import, export business. So I'm going to speak to him about that and ask him how that works. I know he does a lot of importing from the States, but he should have information on other things as well. So he's in that business. I will actually hit him up tomorrow. I don't even know what time it is. It's 10:43. I'll message him tomorrow and get that information. Guys, I'm so thirsty. Okay, let me see if I missed anyone's questions. Let me see. I don't think Amir was answering questions for me as well. Shout out to Amir. Shout out to my son. Shout out to my son, Amir. Okay, Amir has, oh my God, I love me some Amir. I love me some Amir. Amir is amazing. Okay, that area is very nice, very expat friendly, and people that are mostly like affluent people. So if that's what you're looking for, then go ahead. I have to charge my computer, guys. My computer's about to die. Oh my God. I gotta put the charger in because we've been chit chatting for so long. Literally, like Amir was the babysitter. He put the babies to sleep. Amir is the moderator in the YouTube chat on the live. Amir's literally thanking every single person so that I don't have to do it, so I can focus on answering questions. And when I don't answer someone's question, he comes and he's like showing me like, Mom, you got to answer that question. So shout out to Amir. He is such a doll. And it was so crazy because yesterday we went to a birthday party. I took the kids to a birthday party. And my friend's mom was like, yes, you're so telling my son this. You are such a nice young man. You're so respectable. And I was like, oh, wow, I feel so good. Okay, kind of nervous, but so excited to move to Panama. I've been doing so much research and I just feel so ready, really working on my Spanish. So Her Marnus, I'm going to assume that you are coming from Jamaica because you asked this. But I just want to tell you that I'm glad that you're doing your research because research is super important. But I just want you to understand that when you are coming from places like other Caribbean countries and other Latin countries, in order for you to work, you do need to get working papers. I mean, legally, you need to get working papers. If you speak English, you have you have a plus. But if you really want to be really establish yourself, you do need to get your working papers and you need to get your papers in order. And you do want to be careful with the lawyers that you are using to obtain your documents because a lot of these people, they want to, okay? So just be mindful. But I'm glad that you're doing your research. Make sure you literally get good lawyers, okay? If you have a job lined up, wonderful. And your finances, because like I said before in one of my other videos, you do not want to be homeless in another man's country. I love your videos. I'm Panamanian, but I've never been to Panama. You help me understand more about my culture. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Normal Girl. You know what's so crazy? I'm seeing all these new people commenting in the lives, and I've never seen you guys comment on it in any of my videos. So I'm like shocked to see how many people actually like watch my videos because you guys are commenting now, and I'm just like, oh wow, it's so amazing to see you guys commenting. I mean, well, to know that you guys actually watch my videos and where you guys are from. Yes, La Chorrera is definitely a good family area and it's affordable, but it's not. I think Daryl needs to be very clear. Oh my God, did I just burp on live? Excuse me. Just be very clear that it's not luxury. Okay, if you're looking for luxury, it's not luxury. However, there is an area in Aranjuez/Chorrera that is high end and luxury. Great, amazing. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are saying that you want to get out the USA, and trust me, I feel you, but you still want to have something in the States, okay? You still want to have something in the States, and I'm just telling you this from a business standpoint. I want to tell you, make sure you at least have something. And maybe I'll do this in another video and I'll explain to you why I say this in another video. But there are certain things that you still want to keep from the States. Okay? Okay? There's a saying that says, don't shit where you eat. So I'm saying something without saying something. I'm saying something without saying something. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, hit me up privately on Instagram in the DMs and I'll tell you in the DMs. Okay? Hit me on Instagram and then and if you don't understand what I'm trying to say, message me on Instagram and I'll tell you. But yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad you hear me. I'm glad you are we on the same page. J-pop. Okay, Talicia. Yes. Okay. I'm definitely gonna do this in another video. Because we gotta be smart, people. We gotta be smart when we make certain decisions, and we cannot react off of emotions. Okay, we can't react off of emotions. So I'm definitely gonna do this. Maybe I could do it in another live so we can have a live discussion because I feel like if I put it in a video, it's really not. It's not gonna. What's the word? It's not going to come off the way I want it to come off. Versus if I do it in a live, we actually can have a dialect, and we can converse back and forth. So if you don't understand something, I can actually clarify it. Oh shoot, I'm watching VGIRLTV in the background. So definitely I'm gonna do another live. Oh yes, okay, so we'll do it in the next live. Okay, Daryl. Okay, so wait, hold on, because I'm all over the place. We're gonna talk about that in the next live, okay? Whether or not if you have a home, should you sell it or buy it, or like income or all that. We're gonna talk about that in the next live. And I feel like we definitely need to have that conversation because I feel like we are so fed up with the states that we are reacting out of pure emotions and we're not thinking. Okay. And it's important. We have to be smart with what we are doing. So we're going to talk about that in the next live regarding that. Now, Brisas Hospital takes USA vet. Yes, Daryl, they do. But and the reason why they take vets is because the owner of the hospital, one of the, what do you call those people? Like the chair people, the people that make the hospital. I don't even know what you would call it. He was actually a Panamanian that was in the U.S. Army, and he actually opened up that hospital because he was a vet. But the reason why I would say Brisas Hospital for right now, it's a good hospital if you're going to do something quick like dental or something like that, but they're still missing specialists. They don't have specialists there. So if you are a woman and you're looking for a GYN, they don't have GYNs right now. Maybe now when I go back, maybe they might have GYNs now, but they don't have much specialists working there. And the reason why they don't have much specialists is because Panama law states that they only want medical doctors that are Panamanian. Okay. So if you are, let's say you are American and you are a doctor, you're American doctor, they do not allow you to work in the hospitals unless you are doing paperwork legally. Okay. That is the law legally. And that's the reason why the medical care in Panama is so, what I don't want to say it's bad because it's not bad, but this is why when you are in public sector hospitals, that's the reason why there's such long waits and people can't get appointments because there's not enough doctors for the whole entire country, and they don't want to allow the Panamanians do not want to allow outsiders to practice medicine in Panama. It's not like in the US where if you go into a hospital, you have a Nigerian doctor, Chinese doctor, American doctors. No, that's not how it is in Panama. So that's just something that you have to keep in mind. Yes, make sure you good, girl, because I don't want you to be homeless in no next man country. I think if you have Scotiabank, I think there's a, is it Scotiabank? The bank that have like I think it's Scotiabank that they have in Panama. Um, or if you have PayPal, but the thing about if you do it that way, you would have to have an account in Panama. Um, Liz Z, you on point, baby girl. You on point. You know exactly where we go. We right here. We are here, girl. We are here. Okay, so the Panamanian shippers that's on Franklin actually know her, but they only ship to Panama. Now, I just want to say this: if you guys are planning to move to Panama and you plan to ship things, certain things are just not worth shipping. Yes. So since the pandemic, you're only allowed to take out $250 a day. Um, you're only allowed to take out the ATM. So if you have bills or something that you have to pay, that in itself is a hot mess. So what I would suggest that you do, and it may be a little bit costly, but if you have a Panamanian account, or if you open up a Panamanian account, you can open up a PayPal, two separate PayPals. A PayPal, excuse me, someone's getting ice. You can open up a PayPal with your Panama account and then open up another PayPal with your American account, and that way you could go pass in money. Because if you try to send money wire transfer from a bank from Panama to America or vice versa, it's going to cost you way too much money. So the best thing for you to do is open up a PayPal. If you, like I said, if you open up a Panama account, open up a PayPal for the Panama account, and then if you have an account in America, open up a PayPal with the account in America, and then you can transfer money back and forth that way. Uh, yes, yes, yes. Really? I'm starting to get big. I didn't know I was starting to get big. Who told you that? Tell me who told you that? Yes, Daryl, definitely costs a lot. That's what I'm saying. PayPal would be the most effective way, cost effective, and then you have to open up a don't open up a business PayPal account, because if you open up a business PayPal account, it's actually going to cost you more money. So if you get like a personal PayPal account, it'll be much easier, and the cost will be a little bit less. No, I don't. Like, I honestly really don't feel that way. I really don't feel that way. I feel like I have so much work to do. And I'm actually now I'm starting to like actually dive in. But you'll see in my next couple of videos, guys, I've been working. I've been editing videos and posting those and scheduling those videos. Um, so if you have, so I don't know if this works, if this is the same in Jamaica, but if you have PayPal, PayPal sends you an ATM card, a debit ATM card, and with that you can money. But I don't know, that's the thing. I don't know if Jamaica has that same system. I know here in the U.S. they give you that option. Like PayPal will send you an ATM card, and then the money goes onto the PayPal, and you can use it and like a regular debit or credit card. How much how much Americans can have? Oh, like how much money can you have in your account? It's your bank account. You can have however amount of money you want. But I'm going to tell you this, okay? Because you guys need to know this. There is a law that this law came into place, I want to say, what, 7, 8 years ago. If you are American and you're trying to open up a bank account in Panama, they're going to ask you for your social security. And if you have I think over $10,000, they're going to report it to the IRS. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. No, the only banks that they have. Okay, so TD Bank is an American bank. So the banks that they have in Panama is Banco General, Global Bank, Scotia, I think that's what it's called. Um, they used to have HSBC, but that closed down with the whole Panama Papers drama that they had going on. They have Banco Nacional, which is the National Bank of Panama. So basically, there's no American banks here anymore. They used to have Chase, but that is no longer. And then they used to have, what was the other one that they used? They have used to, I forgot the other bank, but they used to have it. But there's no American banks here. Um, no TD banks. No TD banks. Oh my God, guys! You guys, that's not killing me right now. Thanks, Rick B. Thank you so much for um telling me the name of the law because I didn't really know what the name was. I just know that that's what they do. See, the thing is that I don't. I wish I had more information about Jamaica, but I don't really know much about how that works with Jamaica. Yes, Citibank. Oh my goodness, guys, you guys are helping me because my brain, I'm having like serious brain fart. Citibank. No more Citibank. You know, they always saying that, and they do a lot of money laundering in Panama and stuff like that. So all the American banks done. Okay, so I know that TD and Scotia banks are Canadian, but what I'm yes, and Banismo, but what I'm saying is any banks that is affiliated with the US is basically what I'm saying. They no longer have it. I wonder if I can't. Let me. I can't remember. I think it's Scotia. Is it Scotia? Um, I'm gonna see. I don't know why every time I'm trying to. Yes, Banismo. Yes, foreign account tax compliance. Yes, you know, Uncle Sam wants a part of everything. So this is just a little FYI. If you are American and you move into Panama, make sure you pay your taxes. Okay, make sure you pay your taxes. All right, so this is the bank. So they have Credit Corp, Global Bank. Um, yes, that's another thing. Check each bank to know what paperwork you need because Global Bank was giving me a hard time, guys, and I have a cellular, so they shouldn't even have given me a hard time. So I don't even whatever. Yes, but I don't know if you came into live late, but I just want you guys to keep in mind that regardless if it's a Canadian bank or whatever the case may be, they're not giving out loans right now to foreigners to buy homes in Panama. Is your wife black? Because if she black, she's not getting her hair done anywhere, and I believe that by law. Not happening. I do actually know a very good immigration lawyer. I can't take that. That is annoying. So if you want to go live on Pickett Avenue, aka Cinco de Mayo, this is what you're gonna be experiencing. Okay, so no, she is not gonna be able to get her hair done um in Avenida Balboa. Yeah, no. You need to go to so there are three different girls that do hair. There's actually four. But one of the girls, although she braids hair, I don't like she doesn't really have longevity, and I think that she really does better with um perms hair, relaxed straight hair. So that leaves me down to three is it three? Two girls that actually know how to do black people hair. And one of the girls, her name on Instagram, I'm gonna show you. I wish I could like share it on here, but whatever. This is her Instagram. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna type it in the description box, not in the description box, in the comment section, so you guys can look her up. So the first person, this is her Instagram. Okay, that's one. And the other person is this one, Johnson Salon, she speaks English. Okay. The other person is this is her Instagram. Okay. She does like hairstyles and stuff, but she doesn't speak English. So you guys are gonna have to use Google Translate for the second person. Johnson Salon, she speaks English and she specializes in Afro kinky hair. Elegance by Joy Life, she specializes in hairstyles, like doing like ponytails and stuff like that on natural hair as well, on blowouts, etc., etc. So, but she doesn't speak English. So there you go. Okay, if you still have relaxers, you can go to Elegance by Joe Life. No, 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 no. You don't have to go to Cologne. These girls are in the city. Go on to their Instagram. That's their Instagram. You can go onto their Instagram. They're in Panama City. They're not in Cologne. I can't wait to go back so I can get my hair done. Well, I usually get blowouts when I'm doing like ponytails or something like that. I get my hair blown out. But yeah. Oh my God, yes, I've been to El Caribe, Daryl. That restaurant is so delicious. And the chef is actually from Jamaica. So they use all the ingredients directly from Jamaica, and the chef is actually Jamaican. Their red pea soup, delicious. Their oxtail, delicious. Like, I love El Caribe. I would go more often if it wasn't so far from my house, but oh no, the humidity in your hair, child. That's why I always have braids in. Oh my God, how long? Oh my goodness, guys, I've been on this live for 2 hours. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go, guys. We're gonna do this again. I feel like I said I was gonna do this every other week. Let me look at the calendar. I'm gonna have to do this. It's already been 2 hours. We gotta go. My baby is probably. Can we do this next week? Tips on learning Spanish. I actually spoke about this. All right, so the next live will be the 31st, my loves. The 31st. Okay? Thank you so much, Zebra. Okay, so for those of you who came late, I'm going to save this live for you so you guys can go back and look. Watch it over because it's already 2 hours. I have to go tend to my baby. The next live will be the 31st. Okay, so I'll put it in the community tab. Thank you guys so much for your donations. You guys are so freaking awesome. once we get to 5,000 subscribers, I'm definitely gonna do a giveaway. Because there's something that I do want to give away. Oh my God, I wanted to tell you guys this. Hold on. If you know anyone that is pregnant or having a baby, hold on, let me show you guys this. Okay? Hold on. Really quickly. If anyone is pregnant or having a baby, I want to donate this to them. This gift set. It's a Johnson & Johnson baby gift set. It's brand new. It's not opened out the packet. So if you know anyone that's having a baby and that's pregnant, I will mail it to them. They do not have to pay me to ship it. Please reach out to me on Instagram and let me know so I can send this little basket to them. Anyone that is pregnant or anyone that just recently had a baby, please let me know. I will ship it to them. They don't have to pay me anything. I'll donate it completely. It's free. So please, guys, hit me up if you know anybody. Anyway, good night. Buenas noches. Gracias a todos. Okay. Te quiero mucho. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Be safe. And I will see you back on live on the 31st. Bye, guys.